Hi, Matt Watson here. Listen, quickly, follow me through here. You see, I've just got a call from Aston Martin because they are around the corner from where I live doing a film shoot with their new car, this. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, that's a DBX. I've seen this before, but look, looks a bit different, doesn't it? It's because it's a DBX on steroids. This is the new DBX 707. Now, 707 denotes the horsepower because this is the most powerful luxury SUV in the world. It's also the fastest SUV in the world. And in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. Because I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching Car Wow.
Buying a new car? Then head to Car Wow, and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. Car Wow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Let's start off this video by talking about the main thing about this new DBX 707, and that's the engine. Once again, it's the 4-litre twin-turbo V8 that Aston Martin gets from Mercedes AMG. Now, you know how Mercedes AMG, they have this one-man, one-engine philosophy, and the guy who built the engine actually signs it. Well, Aston Martin do a similar thing. Look, they actually get the guy who does the final inspection. They put his name on it. I don't know what his inspection involves. Maybe it's like, yeah, guys, that looks good. Anyway, this engine, right, so in the standard car, it puts out 550 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque, but it's been rated here. So you've got new turbos with ball bearings in, so they spool up quicker. You've got a new exhaust system and an ECU remap. The result is 707 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque. Now, we're going to find out what this thing sounds like in a moment, but first, I need to tell you some other things. Now let's talk about the design upgrades you get on the 707 version of the DBX. Now, one of the things that Aston Martin engineers had to do was recalibrate the rear parking sensors. Can you tell why? It's because there's now this rear diffuser that protrudes from the back end. You can have it in this optional carbon fibre as well, looks good. You also get a spoiler for the spoiler, which helps reduce lift at high speeds, and that's important because this is a very high speed vehicle. More on that in a bit. Then you get some vents here, and they're real vents, they're not fake. Plus you get quad tailpipes rather than two tailpipes, and they are big tailpipes. So wait a minute, are these just shrouds? Is there an actual real pipe in there? I need my stick of truth. Has anyone bought the stick of truth? Got this? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to use something else then to poke in there. Oh, what have we got? Oh, I'm going to use the fruit of truth. Please have some real pipes in there. Oh yes, look, they are real. This is motoring journalism at its finest. There are two main changes at the side of the 707. So the first is the fact that you can get it with 23-inch alloys. The normal DBX, it only has 22s. Also, the car's side skirts are redesigned, and this one has them in the upgraded carbon. Up front, the 707 has an even bigger grille than the normal DBX. Didn't know it was possible, but apparently it's larger. Also, you have these slats in each bar on the grille as well, and they've redesigned the front bumper part here. This has the front bumper part in optional carbon fibre. Looks really good. Another thing they've done is change the daytime running lights. Normally they're circular, but on the 707, they are horizontal. Now let's talk about the gearbox. It's an automatic with 9 speeds, like the standard DBX. However, rather than that car's torque converter, it has a wet clutch. You see, the system is similar to that in Mercedes AMG GT 4-door. And that means that this DBX 707 has launch control. I like launch control. Now I think it's time to just have a listen to the DBX 707's new exhaust system. So let's fire it up, come on. I think he's just been sick. Yeah, I'd be sick too if I had a soft limiter. Here on the inside, the major change you get with the 707 are some new sport seats, and I've got to say, these seats are lovely, firm, yet comfy, and you can upgrade them to have different patterns, perforations, and the Aston Martin logo embossed into the headrest. There is one upgrade I wish they did make though, and that would be to the infotainment system, because the DBX is still running the previous generation of Mercedes system. It's a bit old now, like me. The 707 gets carbon ceramic brakes as standard. Now, you can't even get them as an option on the normal DBX, and they are some big brakes. So you've got 420mm discs up front, gripped by 6 piston calipers. At the back, you've got 390mm discs. Also, the 707 has extra cooling to keep those brakes in tip-top condition when you're doing lots of braking on track. One of the benefits of carbon ceramics is that they can do sustained high braking without fade. Another benefit is that it reduces your unsprung mass over standard steel brakes. In the case of these, they reduce the mass by 40 kilos compared to the standard cars brakes. So then, how much does this 707 version of the DBX cost? Well, Aston hasn't announced the pricing yet, but if the standard car starts from £160,000, this one is going to be getting on for £200,000, which is quite a lot of money. And if you want to get quite a lot of money for a car you're trying to sell, you need to check out CarWow. Basically, all you have to do is just upload some photos, and our dealers will bid on your car to make sure you get a great price for it. And then they'll come to your house, take the car away, and put the money in your bank account. It's simple. Now, if you want to do that now, just click on the pop-out banner up there, or the link in the description below to go to CarWow. Alternatively, at a later date, just simply Google "Wow me CarWow" and we will wow you. The 707 will actually introduce some new features which you'll also eventually be able to get on the standard DBX, such as these new paint colours, this blue, which I've named Awesome Blue, and that other colour over there, which I've called, what colour is that exactly? You'll also be able to get the two-tone seats. Really like the blue inserts in there, look really cool. And look, the 707 has, soft closed doors, which you'll be able to get on the standard car, because if you're very rich you won't have the strength to be able to shut them yourself because you'll be too busy holding your bags of money. Speaking of which, you'll be able to get the car with an electronically deployable tow bar, so you don't have to do it with your hands. You don't want your rich hands getting all dirty now, do you? And finally, this car has a special drive mode selector, so you can select things very quickly, such as the suspension settings and exhaust settings for the car at the touch or a press of a button. You'll get that on the standard DBX eventually too. To make the 707 version of the DBX feel more sporty to drive, Aston Martin has changed the four-wheel drive ever so slightly. So the standard car can send nearly all of the engine's power to the rear wheels, whereas this 707 can send really all of the car's power to the rear wheels. It also has a beefed up electronically controlled limited slip differential to cope with the engine's extra torque. Plus, it has a shorter final drive for quicker acceleration. Speaking of which, time for some stats. This car can do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds, and top speed is 193 miles an hour, which means it's the fastest production SUV in the world. In fact, it beats all its key competitors. So have a look at these numbers here. Let you peruse them at your leisure. Yeah, it's a win for Britain. Yeah, I can just sense the Tesla fanboys going, wait a minute, a Tesla Model X isn't listed there, and that's got more power and it's quicker at accelerating. Well, yes, I know, but just shut up, all right? I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. Now let me know what you think of this DBX 707. Would you rather have this or a Lamborghini Urus? Vote in our pinned comment. Now if you want to watch some more videos, click on those windows there, and if you click on that box there, you can go to CarWow to sell your car. It's dead easy to do. We'll make sure you get a great price for it.